Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Force with some more Hearthstone gameplay. I just wanted to show you we've got the brand new season. It's the first official season of the official launch. The fourth test season did just end. And you're going to notice here I actually have bonus stars. So depending on the rank that you get in the previous season, you'll get bonus stars which will increase your starting rank in the new season. So I just wanted to show you that before we actually hop into the gameplay. I know this isn't the typical opening. So yes, we will be showing you some gameplay with Contrologist Warrior deck, also known as the Contrologist. We're going to be playing at least a few games here with this deck just to give you a look. Again, I just wanted to show you, I thought that was neat. And we knew that that was happening. We knew that with the new seasons, depending on your previous rank, you were going to get bumped up. But it's neat to see. It's just a bonus. It's like, okay, you get this many bonus stars, and those stars, starting from the rank 25, put you up into this rank as a result. Okay, so it looks like our first game here today is going to be against a Paladin. And knowing that, well, the Taskmaster, it's not super vital. The Armor Smith would be pretty good in this matchup. And Shield Block is just it's a nice card because it replaces itself, and it obviously, of course, gives us that extra health. And Shield Block plus Shield Sam is going to let us deal with some potentially large threats early on, although you don't see a lot of huge threats from a Paladin early on. I'll be interested to see if he's running an aggro style or more of a control style or a mid-game style. There's actually a lot of variety when it comes to Paladin options. Should I dump the coin early on? This would let us get an Armor Smith right away, or of course we could save the coin for with the Gadget Auctioneer. Why don't we just save it? Because this way, at the very least, we could go, you know, get the Actioneer, get the coin, which counts as a spell, which counts as a card draw. And then the advantage to coining into an Armor Smith would have been that when he reinforces right now, like he just did, we could have immediately attacked into it. Now, of course, we don't have that option, but worse things have happened. All right, let's go ahead and throw down the Armor Smith, and next turn I'm going to put down the Acolyte of Pain. Many times if I don't have an opening like this, I won't go this route, and I'll just go ahead and armor up. But in this matchup, with him potentially having a bunch of small creatures early on, I think that this works pretty well. And then we're going to get more card draw for the Acolyte of Pain as well, which is good. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. I'm going to try to take advantage of this as much as possible. So we're going to try to get as much armor as possible. And even if he double attacks into this, we'll still get that 2 extra armor. If he doesn't do that this turn, or kill it with a Hammer of Wrath, then we're going to get a lot of armor and a lot of card draw next turn. So it's going to be in his best interest to get rid of this. But as a result, he is going to lose this creature, and he'll put that down to 1 health, which will let me kill it with this next turn. So either way, I'm pretty happy with what's likely. Oh, okay, so here's a True Silver Champion, so he's going to be able to get rid of both my creatures right now. It looks like he decides to go this way, and then he's going to attack into my 1/3. So we get a couple of armor, we get a single card draw. He still has the 2/1 in play. He's got his 4 weapon in play as well. We get the Whirlwind. I don't really want to use that. I might just throw that down for the sake of him. No, because then I actually kind of want him to attack me in the face. So what I'm just going to do this turn is we're going to go like this and this, and I'm just going to attack into that. I kind of want him to use up that weapon attack, because if I put that in play, then it's guaranteed I'm only getting a single armor off of it when he attacks into it. So I want to see if he attacks into me or not. Hoping he does. If he does not make a move, though, with this weapon, then I'm just going to play this next turn to bait an attack into it to save this guy. Oh, okay. Looks like we're actually, this is pretty good. Alright. And then he plays a secret. Okay, so I am actually... Here's what I'm thinking of doing. I'm thinking of playing the Armor Smith right now, and then next turn I'll do Auctioneer and get a Whirlwind off of it, plus a coin, and potentially a Shield Slam too. So what we're going to do is... Well, let's go Shield Block first. Let's see what we draw, but I am planning on playing the Armor Smith. Yeah, so then we're going to go ahead and play the Armor Smith. So, oh boy. Repentance. Okay. So now he's just going to be able to attack right into it and kill it. I could stop that from happening by attacking into that. Because the Whirlwind, I think it's still going to trigger off the Auctioneer. I think that I'll still get 2 from the Armor Smith. I'm not sure if he dies beforehand. I'm actually not positive how that order of operations works. But this is also going to stop him from being able to pump him up with some other, because the Paladin's got a bunch of options to pump up his minions, so that stops him from doing that at least. Even though it isn't really the best use of that card, but...
Reporting for duty.
Alright. So that puts a real kink in my plans. Because... Oh wow, he attacked me in the face. Okay. Well, I guess I'll still do this. I guess he's going to be able to kill it right away, but I'll get a few card draws off of it guaranteed, so I think we're just going to do this. I guess the shield slime doesn't do me any good. Well, let me go like this and see what we draw. Okay. So we know that is going to die. I could just I don't really want to throw the shield slam down right now though, but I do really want the card draws, so I'm gonna do it. It's not the best use of shield slam, but I really want the card. Or I could just regular slam. Yeah, we'll just throw down a regular slam. I think I prefer to save the shield slam. And now if he attacks into this, I get the armor off the armor smith because the armor smith will still be alive, you see? I'm anticipating him to attack into that. So at least we still get the armor smith alive and we still get the trigger off of that, which is good. We make him use up his weapon, he takes some damage to the face, all that stuff. So that's the sort of... Alright. Well, there you go. I'm glad I didn't use the regular shield slam. However, do I have a really great answer for that? Not really. We could slam it and draw a card, and then we could do 3-4. Okay, so we do have enough to actually do that. So why don't we go ahead and do this? We're going to slam that. We get a card draw for that. Okay. And then we can armor up like this. And then I can do that for 3 damage. And then we can attack into it to finish him off. And we get that 1 armor as well. Had to throw a lot out there, but we still get the card draw. I guess the other option is I could have Cruel Taskmaster for that last damage.
Reporting for duty.
But the Cruel Taskmaster combo with this, and maybe I'll use the another Cruel Taskmaster for something else in the future. I don't know. I think right now will be a good play for Bloodhoof, though, and then we armor up. Such a long, drawn-out game. That's pretty much what I expected against a Paladin, so it's not so surprising. And it's still anyone's game at this point. I mean, I've got a little bit of a card advantage, but he's got stuff like that. Oh my gosh. Oh, he's gonna hit me in the face with that. Oh, yeah, he's definitely hitting me in the face with that. Well, that's good, because I'm gonna shield block kill it. Okay. Are you serious? That minion. Oh my gosh. That is craziness to me. That is absolute craziness. Well, let's see here. I guess I could just execute it. I could also play this. Oh, I can just kill my one runner and take his creature. Oh, wait a second. No, it's only an enemy minion. Okay, for a second I was like, oh man. Let's see here. Can use 1 Taskmaster, and then we can throw down... We can attack into it, and then throw down and execute. I don't want to use both Taskmasters. So I could do this, Whirlwind, and then execute. So I guess we'll do that. Yeah, because I want to save my other guy. I want to save my other guy, so I don't want to do that extra damage. So although my guy's going to take a damage, I should have done it so that I did this after the fact, but oh well. And actually something else I probably should have done is I should have shield blocked first just to see what I drew into. Faceless Manipulator. Well, I don't think I would have been able to do all of that. Let's see. I did a Cruel Taskmaster for 2, a Whirlwind and Execute for 3-4. Oh, yeah, no, because with the I wouldn't have had enough. So if I shield blocked for 3, that puts me at 6. I wouldn't have had enough to copy it and kill it. So I'm actually fine with how that all ended up going.
That was a mistake.
Okay, so let's see here. We can get past that, kill it, and then swing him straight for the face. I could also just play this right now, get him down, and then go for that big combo in an upcoming turn. Why don't we do it this way? We're gonna go like this. We're gonna kill his taunter. We get our second iteration of that. We've got the 8-8, we've got the 4-5, he's at 15. And next turn we've got a fatal with what we have in play. He would have to kill both of these to not die. Oh, here we go. He's gonna do just that. Alright, so he gets both those creatures. Then hits me for a bunch.
Reporting for duty.
What I'm thinking about doing right now, instead of going for this combo, since it's not fatal damage. That's funny. So since this is not fatal damage right here, I am just gonna clear his board and throw down a Sylvanas. And then that way we'll have the fatal for next turn with an attack plus an attack from Sylvanas plus the Hellscream Taskmaster combo. It's a pretty interesting game, to be honest. This is kind of crazy. It's a little bit of a crazy back and forth. Well, not a back and forth, but it's just been very long and drawn out and pretty interesting. I wonder. I'm trying to think though if I could have handled that one situation differently. If it would have made much of a difference, but alright, I need to know what that secret is. Here's what I'm gonna do. If I kill that, we take one of those two. So this is not... I don't know what that secret is. Shucks. So I think Rag might be a good play. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna play Rag. I'm gonna kill this thing. Although, actually, that might be okay. Well, that's fine. Just gonna end the turn. We're going to win this. I'm pretty darn confident. Now even more so since he just lost the one creature that would have saved his butt. But yeah, just taking a little bit longer. Oh man. Because we didn't have Fatal last turn. Because this is 10, 11, 12 plus the 5. It's only 17, so. Okay, so if I kill this, we get 8 to his face. And then this combo right here. Which is still a bit shy, but puts him at 1. And then this turn, this coming up turn should be the victory. He would need another equality board clear combo to not die right now. To consecrate. It's not gonna do it. Then a hero plus changes the attack to 1, so that's it. Alright, well, a little drawn out, took a little longer than I'd hoped, but there's the first victory. Let's move on to a second match. Game number 2 here is against a rogue. I don't want Ragnar's. Fiery War Axe I'm okay with. I might even consider dumping the shield block, but because it costs so little and you can play it early on and you just replace it, I'm still okay with that. It's really not a card that I mind having in my opening hand. I would have preferred to have Whirlwinds, Armor Smiths, or the Acolyte of Pain, but this hand is okay as well, just because, you know, there's just a lot of small minions that we can see from a rogue in the early game. In fact, I'm pretty sure we know what's coming here. Oh, wow, Loot Hoarder. Okay, never mind. That wasn't what that actually was not what I expected it to be. Well, we have 2 weapons with which to play. So I guess we just do this right now. Guess we go ahead and just do that right now. Use up one of the attack. Have the second attack available if he tries to play anything this turn. Next turn, I'm actually not going to shield block. It was recommended to me to save the shield block for turn 5 so you can get that extra armor value out of it. So you can go with the shield block plus another armor up. So I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. And we are just going to armor up right now and then pass the turn. And that way on turn 5, so long as we have no other drops to play, we can do that shield block armor up combo. What he told me is that you can eke out a little bit of extra armor from doing it that way. Alright, so that's his 2/2 is obviously going to die, so we'll just go like this. And because he, I don't know, I think I'm just going to preemptively play a War Axe. It's a risky move. I did something similar to this in the deck spotlight video. It's risky if the opponent is running slimes, but it's sort of a toss-up, and it's a risk that I just took. We'll see if it ends up biting me in the butt or not. Okay, so we just placed the 2/4, so that's fine. I don't think I'm gonna do anything to. I don't think I'm going to. Let's see here. Let's see here. I mean, we'll have that in a couple of turns. Next turn we can play Bloodhoof. I guess I could go this plus a Whirlwind. Actually, why don't I slam it and then attack into it? Okay. That's fine. Slam and attack into it. I'm okay with that. Save the Whirlwind for something else like an execute combo or whatever, or triggering off my Armor Smith and Acolyte of Pain. Next turn, either play will be strong. If he plays something that I want to take potentially, I'll do the Windrunner. Otherwise, we'll go with the Bloodhoof. So this has Druid Acidic Swamp. Let's just go with yeah, let's go with the Windrunner. I have no time for games. And we'll pass it over. I'm not going to attack into it. Go with the Windrunner. If he plays a bigger creature, I can attack into it, killing the Windrunner, and then taking his 4/4. Either way, this sort of delays his process in terms of what he's going to be doing. Even if he has an Assassinate, he obviously isn't going to play it right now, because then I take his 4/4, so. What to do, what to do.
For the king!
Alright, plays a 2/4 charge. 2/5 charge, rather, excuse me. Okay, so what I could do here is I could Whirlwind, kill that creature, and then take his 2/5. That would be an option. Sure, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna Whirlwind, making it a 5/4. Doing that, taking his 2/4. So we clear his board. Take his creature, and then with my remaining, I'm just going to throw down Bloodhoof and then hit him in the face with his 2/4 charge. That is now mine. I've been taking a bit of damage. I'm at 21 now. I need to put more of a focus on armoring up. Although if we can clear his board and get a Rag next turn. So all of that was setting up for a potential turn 8 Rag with an empty board. Now we've got 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage to clear anything that he may play, providing us with a Rag to his face. So that's a pretty good setup. I think that was probably the best move for last turn. I could have done other things. I could have, played a Gore Howl and used that to get rid of his creature, and like, there was definitely some other options. But I guess the other option that I may have considered was Gore Howl, attack into his 2/5, and then kill his creature without losing my Sylvanas. That would have been another option. But then my Sylvanas would have been a 5/1, and he could have just attacked right into it or killed her with the Rifleman. Okay, so we're going to be able to get an empty board here for our Ragnaros. Absolutely no problem. We are getting pretty low, but we're about to do some devastating damage to him as well. This is kind of scary, though. I have to be honest. Being at 15 is kind of scary.
For honor.
But we're going to go like this. And we're going to Zerg him down. As long as he can't burst 15 damage through, which is possible. Like, he could win this game with some crazy burst damage. But if he doesn't win right now, then he loses next turn. So, we've got the Gore Howl for 7 to his face. We've got all this damage in play.
Well played.
But he may very well win this turn. You look at things like...
Well played.
Okay, never mind. I mean, it's pretty obvious that you know, we are obviously ladder just reset. We're reclimbing the ranks, being in the lower ranks. We're playing against a deck that's not, you know, running the most efficient or effective cards or the cards that you'd most typically see in the metagame. But either way, we do have a win here. So let's just go like this, make it nice and simple. No reason to drag it out too long. There we go. Second game is a victory. Let's get one more match in, why don't we? Our third and final game today will be against a Druid, and I am actually going to keep this hand with the crazy potential of a Druid to just put massive creatures on the board early in the game. Having a execute Whirlwind Slam potential, I think, is just really wise. I could slam a huge creature and execute it, or I can, if he's playing a bunch of small health minions, which is less likely, but we've got the Whirlwind execute option as well. And of course we just drew into the Fiery War Axe, so all of that is pretty darn good. And hopefully, now that we just, now that we have our Auctioneer, hopefully we can save these spells for much later in the game and get a ton of card draw for them. That'd be fantastic. But it looks like, at the very least, he's ramping up right now. So he gets that extra crystal there, and we'll just be using these early plays to overheal ourselves, which we didn't do much of last game. We were able to do that a little bit in the first game, but this is really what this deck is. See, this is what you see what I'm talking about? I told you guys, Druid, crazy potential for like unbelievable early game. Boy, so this puts us in a tough spot. Like a really tough spot. So, don't want to wait 2 turns for a Bloodhoof. Like, I definitely don't want to do that. Alright, so we're going to get rid of his first iteration this way. Let's see what we draw. Okay, we draw another Fiery War Axe. So this is not fantastic. So we'll take 4 from an attack next turn. Even if we kill this, his second iteration comes through. We could execute it, and that means we'll only take this 4, but then can I do another 5 damage to it next turn to kill it? I don't think so. So I think either way, we're taking 8 here. I think we have no choice but to take 8. At least this way I can Whirlwind execute it next turn. So I think this has to be the play. So there's the first installment gone. Here's the second installment. Now we've got Execute Whirlwind to not take any additional damage. But either way, we took 8 from that. Kind of nuts. Kind of a bit nuts. Oh my god, are you serious? Shield block and draw a card. It's Acolyte of Pain. We're gonna Whirlwind. Execute that. Should I attack into it now? It's gonna be I'm gonna be taking another 4 damage. But I can't guarantee that I can do that extra damage next turn. I have this. But what if he heals this up? Then he's at 5 again. So I kind of have to do this. Just because I'm not sure what the upcoming turns will bring. This is terrible. What a value opener from this Druid here. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So much damage. Alright, well we have the Shield Slam, which is good. Let me think here. Okay, we're gonna go like this. Like this, and then throw a Shield Slam at that. Just monstrous opener from our opponent here. Very, very strong. Like, taking incredible damage. He's still got a full hand. It's nuts. It is nuts. I think this will be our loss for today. There's a Wrath, so we only get a single card draw off of it, and now we can't break Divine Shield. There's an Execute, which is good. We're still going to be taking a bunch more damage before we even respond with anything, though. Faceless Manipulator. Okay, that's the kind of thing that I'm looking for. Gonna drop the shield. Okay, alright, well, if there's any chance for us to creep back into this game, this will be the time. We'll have to see what he plays this turn, though. There's a silence, so there goes my plans to do anything productive. And here's another taunt. No, he just Starfalls my creature. Holy crap! I got obliterated this game. Absolutely obliterated. Unbelievable. Absolutely obliterated this game. I don't even know what else to say. Like, just destroyed, man. Just destroyed. Let's execute that. Just destroyed. This is a... If you're not aware by now, this is a loss. If you haven't figured it out yet. I see no possibility of us winning this game. We would have to armor up super hard. We are so low right now. He's gonna swipe my creature. Or just me in the face. No, it goes for the creature. So now I can't... Well, I can kill that, actually. Because I could Gore Howl it, but... Oh, boy. Well... That's too bad. Alright, so we are going to... I think that's just what I have to do. Don't want him pumping it up or something crazy. He's still at 30 health. We've done nothing to him. And yeah. That's just nuts, man. Look at this. Control Druid just smashed me in the face.
I dream and the world.
It's a Sarah. We can't even kill that with our big game hunter because it doesn't. So at the very least, he's gonna have that to get us. Let's go like this, get a card draw. See what we get. There's a Brawl. I could Brawl and hope to kill as a Sarah. It's probably not worth it though. So he's got 4 or 5 damage for me next turn.
What now?
With this, I could... I don't even know what I could do. This is like my only play. I mean, I just have to hope. I have to 50-50 and hope. Because he hits me for 4 or 5 next turn. I'm pretty sure we're screwed either way, but here's a Brawl. See what happens. Okay, so we... So we get super lucky, and the Brawl turns out to go in our favor. But all he needs to do, all he needs to have drawn is an Acera Awaken. Oh, there's a Starfire 5 damage to our face, and that's the game. All right, well there you go. Game number 3 is a loss. So let's wrap it up. Got a little worked over in that last game. Still, overall, I do enjoy this deck. I can't believe that's just such a strong opener. And we did have some responses, but it obviously wasn't enough. We cannot outpace that damage, and we took too much damage to the face from our weapon attacks. But honestly, I don't know that we had many other choices, because otherwise those creatures were staying in play a lot longer. So there you go, that's that. Couple of games here with Contrologist, the Contrologist deck from Shocktologist, a Control Warrior deck. Overall pretty strong, especially in the sort of Rushdown Zoo metagame that we have at the moment. Maybe Control Druid poses a little more of a problem, at least it did for me. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for more Hearthstone coming up later in the week. If you like the content, please subscribe, keep watching, and keep owning.